This is one of the things we're planning to do, is getting better in temporal vortex. But first we're going to do the monkey. There is a daily participation and also inner demon challenge. This is Thunder Rumble. Basically, it's with Wukong. I think this is the bad boy here. Daily practice. So far, I think I finished everything. I'm not going to be able to get more, but still, we can actually go and attack the monkey. Basically, this boss right here. The boss takes 50% increased damage from attack within 3 tiles and 20% reduced damage from attacks beyond 3 tiles. So here is the thing, especially if you're looking to make some extra damage over this monkey. Over the monkey, you have to just bring the heroes close to the... But this is actually 3 tails. So most likely you have to go with... what was the name? We have to go with the melees. If you go with the melee heroes, you're going to get better, but at the end of the day, I'm going to do the monkey so easy. It's going to be so much damage from my side. I don't even think I actually need this reduction of the recharge of the Wukong. So far here you cannot actually use any kind of equipment, which at one point is actually good, because you're not, you're not going to be stopped by for example, imagine if you have the heroes but you don't have the equipment to actually hit the S tier. This is little frustrating, so I'm so happy that here it only requests to have a heroes, and if you don't have a heroes, obviously you're not going to be able to do the big damage. So you don't have the limitation of the gear, you only have the limitation from the heroes, and at the end of the day you basically need the heroes. Look at this thing. Okay, defense down, attack down, and right now we're waiting. By the way, Jasper or Casper is absolutely crazy damage dealer. Okay, we're at 4 million already S tier. Garius is basically, I don't know how the game decided to actually make this hero an epic one, since this bad boy is just the best tank in the game. I mean, obviously there's going to be some legendary heroes that is going to be also a very good one, but I think Garius is, how to say it, the hero that saved me so many places. I also use him in the Grave of Venom, Grave of Wrath, and Grave of Curse. Is absolutely amazing. I mean, for the people who still don't have it, I can strongly suggest just go for this hero. You're not going to regret by him. I want to see the debuffs of this monkey. I'm already S tier, so I don't care that much. Demonic Natures, defense penalty 8 stacks, I think was 3 defense down per stack. Frozen attack penalty. This season, currently I'm in the season 1. The debuffs and accuracy is something that is a game changing. I mean, you cannot just go without those things. And here comes the Wild team. So far in the season 1, Wild team is the best performing team. I even use Wild team in the Grave of Wrath. I think I'm at the stage 19, close to 20, and I have like 3 heroes here. I think Jasper is one time, Casper is one time Awakened. I think like 2 times Inspired. I like to say Awakened. Look at the damage he's doing. Okay, 10 million damage. The poor monkey. I'm not so sure what is this debuff, by the way. Demonic Obsession. I get the exclusive artifact, by the way, from this monkey, from Wukong, and I want to test him. I also have the hero to start with, so having the hero, having the specific how to say exclusive artifact for him is just going to make the things way more easy. And something that I noticed in Drown Here Summon Gods is we're presented with 3 times speed up. Back in the days was just 2 times speed up. So, at the end of the day, we're looking to finish everything way more faster. Oh my god, I'm going to hit like 13 million, which is not that bad. And I'm looking for these 10 juicy, how to say it, bells, something like a bells. Just going to directly save it. There is no ranking here, so didn't actually matter. And what we're going to get, basically 10 of these bells. This is Turbid Bell. Yeah, I strongly suggest everybody try to open the monkey fight as fast as they can. And maybe here, if you're struggle with the damage, I strongly suggest just go with the melee heroes. I mean, so far I'm doing with the range heroes, and the boss is having like 30% reduced damage from attackers beyond 3000. Obviously, even if you put it in the front lines, the range heroes is going to be at 3000. So, beyond 3000. So we actually enter in this 3000. So this is going to be a good positioning for your heroes. So far, this is the damage rewards. We are S tier. Yeah, if somebody have an issue, you can just write it in the comments. And I'm checking all of my comments, by the way. So we already did the monkey. Let's check it out. This thing already finished, this storyline. This is the seasonal journey where I have to go and start doing a fray. I was like Frey Meander or Frey Corridor, sorry about that. And there is just so many of these Hilulid dice. I think the game is going in the great direction of providing the players with more Hilulid dice. Back in the days when I started playing, I was playing for like 2 or 3 seasons, and in season 1 I end up with 2 legendary heroes. One of them was obviously Eric, and the other one was Vixana. These 2 heroes. Right now I start with like 4 or 5 legendary heroes, which is, you know, just giving you great start, and you start getting better experience from playing the Drangheir Sawan Gods. Artifacts, yeah, I already get this one. I'm going to think about what I'm going to do. Am I going to switch to this monkey? I didn't actually test it that much, but yeah, so far I get all of the shards. That was for the hero for season 1, and right now we're going to try to get this thing. I think this one is a valuable one. Maybe the Hilulid, the Starlight Stone dice is also something valuable, but I don't know. This thing for sure for everybody. This is like you get 5 fragments and you're able to get 10. This is like 50, so for sure you're going to get 1 legendary hero from here. This thing is only 3 remaining, and after this I'm going to get Starlight dice. But yeah, I have a strategy about the Starlight dice and how I'm going to proceed there, because I think especially for these crystals for the next season, this essence of creation, you have to just save some Starlight dice for the next season and not actually spend them all. Now we're going to do some arena right now, so let's jump directly in the arena. But before that, let's get all the rewards we can actually get. Yeah, this is first time I log in today. Card training, we have this Ice Challenger that I actually miss. Again, I was on vacation, so I was not able to play that much, especially when you just don't have time. This packs is very good one. If somebody have some extra gems to get, is immediately going to give you a legendary hero. Okay, oh, we actually get one more reward, and this one. I wonder what kind of legendary hero I'm going to get, or at least I'm going to be able to get. I buy some of the packs here, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, okay, this is a new one. What I can actually get now. Oh, I think this one I already have him. Who else I'm looking to actually get? This legendary hero prime chest. Oh, this one. Now I see a lot of people are using Premca, and is doing massive damage. Release a soul tournament dealing some damage, necrotic to all enemies. Additionally, all Alice undead summoned units immediately trigger Trellis Devour AoE damage. So this AoE damage Maybe I'm going to go with her. Now here is the thing. I so far I already have the wild teams, okay? I have the wild team. Maybe I can actually go for Felicity one more time, but I really want to bring some diversification in my team. Not all of the heroes to be inspired fire heroes. In same time, Twitch is also a good one. Maybe I'm going to get this one. Also for the Grave of Venom, which I have big struggles there. This bad boy is basically one-shotting the. He's basically one-shotting what is behind. You know, the two big balls behind the boss. It's like 550% attack radiant damage to enemies. The following apply order, rally stacks consumed, deals additional recharge. There is so many additional stuffs here. So yeah, we're going to think about that. So far, just 1 second.